Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're unpacking the chilling true story behind Rodney Alcala, the infamous dating game killer, and how it compares to Anna Kendrick's new film, Woman of the Hour. While the movie captures some aspects of Alcala's life, the real narrative is even more gruesome and complex. In Woman of the Hour, Kendrick plays Cheryl Bradshaw, a contestant on the dating game in 1978. The film portrays Alcala as a charming, yet sinister figure, culminating in his later conviction for the kidnapping and murder of 12-year-old Robin Senso. However, this film only scratches the surface of Alcala's horrifying backstory. Prior to his appearance on the show, Alcala had already faced multiple arrests, including for murder, and had even made the FBI's 10 most wanted list. A key point often overlooked is that during Alcala's crime spree, national crime databases did not exist, which made background checks on contestants virtually impossible. The producers of the dating game had no way of knowing Alcala had previously served time for child molestation. The film acknowledges that many had reported him to law enforcement, but this disclaimer doesn't fully convey the extent of his violent history. Alcala's first known attack happened in 1968, when he lured a teenager named Morgan Rowan into his home, where he brutally assaulted her. This incident, along with the horrific assault of 80-year-old Tylee Shapiro, is largely absent from the film. These early acts of violence set the tone for a criminal trajectory that would lead to several more murders. After these initial crimes, Alcala moved to New York, adopting the alias John Berger, and studying film under Roman Polanski. During this time, he was able to evade law enforcement and continue his predatory behavior. One of his victims, Cornelia Crilly, is depicted in the film under a different name, but the real details of her murder are harrowing. Authorities found her strangled and beaten, yet the investigation went cold for decades. Alcala's arrest in New Hampshire, after being recognized by campers at a summer camp, was just a temporary setback. He was extradited back to California, but only served a few years after pleading guilty to child molestation. While his earlier charges were never pursued due to a lack of testimony from his young victim, while the film tries to capture the essence of Alcala's character through dramatic embellishments, it often misses the gravity of his actions. For example, it shows Bradshaw feeling uncomfortable on her date with Alcala, but in reality, she had the foresight to cancel it before it ever happened, citing weird vibes. This intuition might have spared her a horrific fate, but it speaks to the ongoing theme of how victims often go unheard. By the late 1970s, Alcala escalated his violence, leading to several more known victims, including Monique Hoyt and Robin Senso. His convoluted legal journey included multiple trials and overturned sentences, raising questions about justice and accountability in cases of such magnitude. Ultimately, authorities believe he may have claimed as many as 130 victims. The contrast between the film's portrayal and Alcala's reality emphasizes the importance of accurately depicting such harrowing true stories. Woman of the Hour may aim to dramatize events for cinematic effect, but the chilling truth is far more complex and disturbing. The narrative reminds us of the systemic failures in the criminal justice system that allowed Alcala to continue his reign of terror for so long. In conclusion, while Woman of the Hour provides a glimpse into the life of Rodney Alcala, it cannot capture the full horror of his actions or the suffering of his victims. It's a stark reminder of the real-life implications behind true crime stories, often lost in dramatization. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this exploration insightful, please like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.